Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin popping, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yo, what's going on, people? I'm coming. Give me 1 second. Do me a favor, like the video as you are coming in. I just gotta get my light, so just give me a second. I'm coming, y'all. I'm happy that y'all are here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to the moderators. Give me a sec. Hey, okay, we're back. We're back. What's going on, everyone? Can you hear me? Can you see me? What's going on? Y'all, it's cold, it's rainy, it's just not good weather. Okay. Like, I'm rushing to get ready. It's annoying. Hi, everyone. I hope you're happy to see me. I'm happy to see you. We have a BondyBlue show for y'all before we get into scripted TV later on, where we're going to talk about queens, sisters, and our kind of people. All of which were good as far as I was concerned. More so queens and our kind of people than sisters, but it's okay. Okay? It's okay. We'll get into it. Okay? So, first of all, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the Jenny Nguyen of it all. Okay, the Jenny Nguyen of it all. I didn't even want to waste any time. Okay, y'all know this is Jenny. If y'all don't know, this is Jenny from Salt Lake City. Okay, now I mentioned her in my power review yesterday because it was like so much racism yesterday, like just a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I just want Black people to, like, at your jobs, when there are microaggressions and you are made to feel uncomfortable by anybody, especially people who are clear and clear adjacent, mention it. Stop not saying anything. Stop acting like this is just what you have to deal with. Anytime as a Black person that you are made to feel uncomfortable in your workplaces, in stores, complain. Complain, complain, complain. Okay? That's what I need for us to start doing. Cry, complain. I need for it to be on record that we have a problem. I need it to be on record that we have an issue, that we're being made to feel uncomfortable. I need for y'all to remember that, okay? If I didn't say anything else to y'all, for y'all to remember that, okay? Because everybody loves to act as if Black people are overreacting, as if, oh, we're the ones always making it about color. Right, it's us. It's not everybody else acting like an asshole and obsessing about us in some weird ass way. And then when we point out that, hey, you're obsessing about us in this weird ass way, y'all decide that y'all want to act as if Black people are overreacting. Everybody that watches Real Housewives of Salt Lake City felt that something was wrong with Jenny. When Jenny wanted to make a big deal out of someone calling her particular almond-shaped eyes beautiful, but using a word that she didn't like, she ran it into the ground. And all of us were like, why do you have all this energy for Mary? What is this about? And then in the last episode, I did not mention it in my review, but that comment about growing up in Long Beach, so she knows how to swoop her hair up and take her earrings off and let's go girl and all of this. But yet, all it took was someone to go back to 2020 of your Facebook for them to find that you're ignorant as you have an issue. Something is wrong with you. And I think that something is wrong with all of the people that spend time finding posts about Black people, finding posts about the times that police have been brutal to us, trying to find all of these like little videos, pictures, memes to prove that Black people are overreacting to what happens to us in this country, while simultaneously benefiting off of all of the strife that Black people have had to go through. So let me just break it down for those who don't understand. In 1964, which was 58 years ago, Martin Luther King and all of the Black people that fought during the Civil Rights Movement fought for the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Okay, if I'm correct. This is what made it possible for every other ethnicity that was not considered white to come into America and buy up property and buy up land and open stores in urban communities, open businesses in urban communities, get tax breaks, okay? Like a lot of what we fought for when we, as our ancestors, were being brutalized in the streets, having dogs sicked on them by police officers, being bashed in the head, being killed, being strung up by trees, all of which we can find recent stories that this is still happening. All of which we can find recent stories about lynchings. We can find recent stories about dismemberment of Black bodies. We can find recent stories of police brutality. We can find recent stories of judges holding different people to different standards, giving Latina and Black people more time than they do white counterparts. So I'm sorry, Jenny, your 2020 post that you were so adamant. I mean, several posts, you guys. Let me just go. I want to read just a few of the posts to you guys. I'm sick of people I'm sick of people saying cops need more training. Why are you sick of people saying that cops need more training when there was literally a study that showed that police officers in other countries, more developed, well-ran countries, their police officers have to have degrees. Their police officers have to have went to some type of college, not just picked off of a bump on a fucking log and given a badge and a gun with no real formal training or understanding of what your job really entails. And also, Jenny Nguyen, if you were actually from this country for real, maybe you would know. Maybe you would be aware, I don't know, of everything that Black people have had to go through so that you can come to America from Vietnam, okay, because she is Vietnamese, okay? So that you can come here and live well because of all of the things that Black people have had to go through. I'm sure you don't know that. And I'm also sure that you don't know the history of police officers, because if you knew the history of police officers, then you would know that police officers came from a specific group that was being paid and given the job to catch slaves and bring them back. They were called slave catchers, okay? And then throughout time, throughout the years, as Black people became citizens and no longer slaves, the police then became the police. And now we're policing everybody, but specifically, we're policing Black people. Specifically, we're rounding up and killing Black people at large numbers. And it's so funny. Asian people, do you really think that this is not happening to you because you're doing all of the right things? Is that really what you think? When people have created documentaries, movies, television shows, articles, books, there is a plethora, there is an access of information for you to digest so that you don't get online where there is all of this information at your fingertips to say things like, you had 18 years to teach your kid it's wrong to loot, steal, set buildings ablaze, block traffic, laser people's eyes, overturn cars, destroy buildings, and attack citizens. Who failed who? That's what she said about Black people. That's what she said about us. Because all of us are doing that, right? Because every single time that a Black person is accosted by a police officer, assaulted, killed, harmed by a police officer in a random traffic stop, they were doing all of this, right? They were right, Jenny? Okay, that's what she said. Okay. She went on to say hundreds of Blacks shot and many killed, including children, by other Blacks every week. Child, I love this argument as if Asian people have not been killing Asian people. Ma'am, why exactly were you running from Vietnam? Is it because there was Asian on Asian killing? Is it because the Vietnamese were killing the Vietnamese? Let us know. Let us know, because there's a whole war that a whole bunch of Black people died in called the Vietnam War, okay, that ruined the lives of a lot of Black people that went to Vietnam and saw terrible things during that war. That didn't have nothing to do with us. That was about saving y'all from the Viet Cong. I mean, there's some bullshit to it, but you know, the fairy tale story is that America got involved in Vietnam to, you know, help. So it's really funny to me that somebody that benefited so heavily from Black people has so much to say about us in this negative way. Ma'am, if it were not for us and us fighting in the streets, doing the very things that you have villainized in all of your posts, these very things that Black people took place in the 50s, in the 60s, when they were fighting for civil rights, when you say they were damaging property and such things, the same things that people are doing in 2019, 2020, 21, all of these current years, we're doing what we were taught how to do whenever y'all treat us like shit. Okay, so it's the same behavior. It is the same protests that have happened, okay? For the same reason, mistreatment of Black people, Black and brown people specifically, which y'all love to fall in line with when it's convenient for you, correct? Miss Jenny Nguyen? Wouldn't even be here if it were not for Black people not only fighting in your country, but then coming over here and fighting for civil rights here so that you and your family can be considered white adjacent after all of our struggle, while we still get treated like shit. And then you get your ignorant ass online to talk about shit you don't even fucking know about, so that you can prove that you're white, right? So that you can prove you're on white folks' side. She said over 1,000 officers violently injured, some permanently, by rioters. Hey, honey, that's the job. That's the job. If you don't want to get harmed by criminals and vagrants and everybody, like, if you don't want to be harmed, don't be police officers. Go do something that's a little safer. But don't become police officers and then use police brutality as a way to explain away. Use what happens to police officers as a way to explain away police brutality. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. That's like saying we're so mad at the smoke because firefighters are getting smoke inhalation. What the fuck are you talking about? They signed up for this. Figure out a way to deal with it. Okay? Either way, anarchists, rioting anarchists. You mean like the people that took over the Capitol on January 6th, 2021? Is that what you meant? Is that what you meant? The anarchists? Because those are the anarchists that I recall. Is that the ones you were talking about? I'm sure that's the ones you voted alongside. Those were the real anarchists. Yes, we still think police officers are the problem, Nguyen. We do. We think the whole system of racism that has been put in place and perpetrated for hundreds of years to keep their foot on black people's necks because they're so scared that we're going to rise up and do to them what they have done to us for hundreds of years now. So yes, we do. We're idiots. No, bitch, you're an idiot because you're now apologizing for this shit that was still on your Facebook page until you deleted it yesterday. Bravo, have y'all said anything? Have y'all said anything? Let us know. And see, this is the reason why nobody really wanted to go in on Mary like that for the slanted eye comment because everybody knows what real prejudice and racism looks like. We know what it really looks like. And you're what it really looks like, not someone commenting on how the shape of your eyes is attractive. And guess what, honey? The only reason Mary thinks that your slant of eye is attractive is because white people have fetishized Asian people in our society. So everybody views them as exotic and beautiful because white people have deemed them as so. Just so we're clear on why the comment about your eyes. And I wonder who was the first person to refer to your eyes as a negative. It probably wasn't the black people who also have those same facial features in Africa. It probably wasn't them. I wonder who it was. I wonder who it was. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Y'all are in the comments talking about shit we're not even talking about. Okay, Meredith said Bravo is preventing them from speaking right now, so she made a subliminal instead. Oh yeah, no, I saw what did she say? Disgusting or foul or vile or something, just like a one word. It's just disgusting. Okay. That husband of hers is also trying to be accepted by the white husbands. Oh, I mean, did everybody forget about his comment? And I said something was wrong with them at the beginning of the season when Dewey, her husband, said that the reason why he wanted a sister wife was because he wanted to have more children so that they can populate the world with, their version of good people. You mean so you can populate the world with Asian racists? Thank you for that, Dewey, but we don't need that. We don't. We have enough. We have enough of y'all's, I'm sorry. And that's not to all Asian people. I want to be very clear. But I am talking about a specific, group of y'all that I encounter all the time living in New Orleans and having a huge Vietnamese population here. And that's why I say it's not everybody, but it is a lot of y'all. And we know that it's a lot of y'all because we have come in your businesses and your restaurants and been followed around hair stores and treated like shit. Whether we've done anything or not. Okay, y'all kill us in y'all stores, but y'all won't just go and work in your own neighborhoods. That's another thing. Like, I feel like Asian people are one of the only people that are allowed to have their own cities inside of any given city. Okay, Asian people have an area that is just for them in any given major city here as well. It's called Mishu. Okay, they have great crawfish out that way. And I don't begrudge you. Okay, but I think it's so funny that y'all have y'all own shit and y'all still come and sell shit to black people. Go and sell hair to your own people. Go and sell seafood to your own people. Why are you in our neighborhoods all the time? Why are you on the corners of the urban neighborhoods? Why? Because you can make our money and then treat us like shit. Okay. But then, it's us, right? It's us. We're the problem. I guess I don't see it that way. Historically, I don't think they will see it that way either, Jenny Nguyen. I hope that I do not see you next season. Living off of us. Right. And y'all mentioned that black scent that she throws around. I wonder where she got that from growing up in Long Beach, throwing her hair in a ponytail and pulling off her earrings to fight the black girls. Is that what happened, Jenny? Okay. Okay. We're going to go ahead and let this conversation drift off because I'm over it. It upsets me the more I think about it. It's why I don't like to talk about certain things because y'all, I really be in my feelings. Let's talk about some ignorant shit. Y'all, what's going on with Alvin? What's going on with Alvin? Listen. Alvin has been on the tips of our tongues for the past like few weeks or so. Ever since Funky Dineva brought it to our attention, it's not even Funky Dineva. I saw Alvin with somebody and I was like, what are they doing with Alvin? Like, I know Alvin used to work for Trina and then Alvin started working for somebody else. Maybe it was Nene initially and I noticed that, but it was somebody where I was like, why are y'all hanging around Alvin's crooked ass? But either way, okay. Either way, y'all, I knew something was amiss. And remember, we told y'all that when people of a certain tax bracket hang with people of another tax bracket, a lot of times there's a reason other than they like that person. Okay? And that's because they be a do dirt nigga, okay? Or a do dirt bitch, okay? Or somebody that you can just have around to make you feel like you're cool because you're hanging out with a gay guy. The Nenes and Tamars of the fucking world that always need to have another gay man around them and not, any real female friends that will check them when they're out of pocket. I'm going to let that go. But anyway, Love and Hip Hop Miami star. Okay, Jasmine, we're going to let you have that one. Star Alvin Kelly was arrested. The reality star and former assistant to rapper Trina. How are you a reality star when you were only an assistant? I'm gonna let it go. Child Alvin was arrested on Wednesday for allegedly partaking in sexual activities with a minor. Reportedly, Alvin was listed as wanted by the Miami Police Department for allegedly having sex with a minor. We were first introduced to Alvin Kelly on season 1 of Love and Hip Hop Miami when he was working as Trina's assistant. We later watched the two have a major falling out in the second season of the show and witnessed Trina firing Kelly. He also had a feud with Trina's cousin, Bobby Lights. We remember that. It was a lot of melee. Alvin Kelly has also worked with reality star Nene Leakes. The two have been spotted hanging out together on several occasions, and we questioned why. As of now, Alvin Kelly is in police custody. No further information has been released on the matter. Alvin is giving Ray JTs. I don't know a lot of, listen. Alvin is giving Ray JTs. And I say that because everybody knows, well, not everybody knows, but everybody speculates that, Ray J used to carry a little work in his book bag when he would hang with Whitney Houston. Okay. He would handle, he was just, he was a go-to. He was a go-through type person. Alvin is giving a go-to type person. So I'm wondering what's going on over there with Nene, that this is the type of person that you befriended. What was going on? Because did he have like a lot of good style for you or something? Because that's not what it's giving. It's not giving Alvin, it's not giving that he's stylish, is what I'm saying. That's not what it's giving. So what was he there for? He's been known to steal, from what I understand. If I might have stories mixed up, don't quote me on it. Allegedly, all of that. I'm feeling like he got caught in a situation where they 17 and lied and said 23. He was definitely a weird vibe on the show. As disturbing as this is not surprising. We've heard stories like this before, and it's sickening. What in the Gucci Masonic symbolism t-shirt is going on? String him up and be there. Listen, we're not gonna go that far in the comments. Thank you, Saki. Y'all follow Saki on YouTube. She started her own YouTube page. Y'all follow her here. Show Saki some love for always coming through and moderating. Thank you. I found out that Ray J be banging with Bloods, and I mean real blood. I have told y'all that. A lot of people think that because people come off as lame or like Disney and all of that. Ray J can sometimes come off like the dirty Disney. You know what I'm saying? They're into fuck shit, obviously, but they always pop back up in their TV voice. You know what I'm saying? And people are always giving them a chance to make some money. They're always hosting something where it's like, do y'all not know what this nigga does on the weekends at night? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know that Ray J is involved, Bang Bang Bisha and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to turn all of the C's into B's. Okay. I'm understanding at this point. Okay. All right. So with that, like when I think about Alvin, I'm like, yeah, y'all gotta pay attention sometimes to when people have friends around them and it's not adding up like this one. Okay. Now I don't know what he did. You could be right. It could have been a teenager that lied about their age. Absolutely. It could be a situation where he actually knew how old they were. However, whatever, Alvin, you've been shake this whole time. We haven't thought that you were all the way right this whole time. And now this is the type of shit you're getting arrested for. This is the type of shit that you're getting arrested for. Woo, pray for him, Lord. Pray for him, Lord. Okay? Affiliated with Suge Knight. Who's affiliated with Suge Knight? Ray J? That wouldn't surprise me. Okay? Because Ray J had to pretend like he was a kid when really Ray J was running around with some of the biggest gangsters in the business, okay? And that's on real, okay? That's 100, all right? Okay. Listen, whichever terrible, I thought it was like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I heard blood, like for real. Because who Snoop with? Who Snoop with? Child, I can't keep track. I can't keep track of whatever, ghetto country club you niggas are a part of. Because that's what I really feel about a lot of these gangs at this point. Like a lot of you old niggas that's still involved in all of that, it's given we really want a country club, but nobody's thought to make one. That's what it's given. It's given everybody wants membership into a nice place they can come to and play scraps and dominoes and have shootouts and shit with. Okay. Snoop is right, because yeah, okay, blue, right. Okay, I got you. Exactly. That's why I was like, whatever Snoop Dogg is. Right, exactly. Okay. Exactly. Listen, it don't even matter. Y'all are in the comments going back and forth about what these people are, and it doesn't even matter. Okay? They're involved in a ghetto country club, and it's just, I just kind of feel like it's played at this point. I think it's played at this point. I mean, I'm not involved. That's y'all people business. If y'all view it like it's a motherfucking fraternity, then just say that shit. Niggas be wanting to be in fraternities but don't want to go to college. Like I'm just starting, like you old ass niggas that still be doing all of that. Like that's what I think of at this point. Y'all niggas just wanna be able to have camaraderie with other like-minded individuals. They just say that, It ain't always gotta be bang, bang, kill, kill. Like, everybody calm down. But yeah, we'll keep our eye on this story with Alvin because it's looking, it's looking sick. All right. Let's take it to Cardi B. Listen, I am not talking about the trial with her and Tasha until that shit is over with. I'm not giving y'all blow by blows. Y'all want to hook up on what happened and y'all hit up Jamie and the rest of the people that talk about, Tisa, all of them that talk about the trial on a day-to-day basis. I don't. No, I don't care. Y'all let me know when they say whatever it's gonna be. Y'all let me know. Okay. But Cardi is in the news for some good shit, which you love to hear it. Okay. This is like one of the reasons why I love Cardi so much and I go up for her all the time. Okay. It's one of the reasons why I love her because Cardi will be at home talking about how bored she is being a celebrity one day and then pay for the funeral costs for all of the Bronx fire victims the next day. You just gotta love a bitch with a good heart, So Cardi B has stepped in to cover the funeral and burial expenses for each of the victims of the tragic Bronx fire to alleviate the financial burden for the families affected. The three-time RIAA Diamond certified and Grammy award-winning artist has committed to paying these costs, including what does that say? Repatriation expenses for some victims buried in the Gambia through the mayor's funds Bronx Fire Relief Fund. That's incredible. Um, it says, I'm extremely proud to be from the Bronx and I have lots of family and friends who live and work there still. So when I heard about the fire and all of the victims, I knew I needed to do something to help. I cannot begin to imagine the pain and anguish that the families of the victims are experiencing. But I hope that not having to worry about the costs associated with burying their loved ones will help as they move forward and heal. I send my prayers and condolences to everybody affected by this horrific tragedy, stated Cardi. And Cardi's teamed up with the Mayor's Fund to advance New York City to ensure all of the families of the fire on January 9th this year were included and accounted for, and that the final wishes for their loved ones were met. Y'all, this like heartbreaking story, bro. Like, I'ma just be real, like that shit is heartbreaking. Like all of them people, bro. Whew. This is, I'm telling y'all, I don't talk about a lot of stuff that I see because I don't want shit to be sad. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to be in that space. That's why I don't talk about deaths a lot of the time. I like to keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? Nola in the building. Thank you so much, Nola. Morning coffee shake for the super chat. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. Let me put that on the screen. Hold up. It's not working. Why it's not working? There we go. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. But I love Cardi for this. This is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely something that, you know, falls in line with the type of shit that Cardi be about, which is why I don't really like when people talk bad about Cardi like that, because I just feel like she a good person at the end of the day, like in my opinion. Okay. There was a video um of her saying that she wasn't the only one that gave. She wasn't the only one that aided in this situation. And it was sent to me, but I was having issues playing it earlier. So I was trying to see if I can find it, but I don't see it. Either way, everybody that's helping, I'm sure she's not the only one. I'm sure there are other people that are helping. And I think that's amazing because, you know, people be out here struggling. It's already hard out here. We in a panorama, you know, shit is just difficult. Shit is hard right now. Okay. So I appreciate, you know, the energy she gave. All right. Shout out to Cardi. So moving on from talking about Cardi, just to go back to this right quick, I did mention that she wrote an apology, but I didn't read it because I feel like it's bullshit. I don't think you're sorry. I don't think, like, it's all bullshit. Your apology is bullshit. Your apology is bullshit. We don't forgive you. Suck a dick. Just in case I didn't mention that she actually wrote an apology letter. I just wanted to say that. Okay, yeah, Fat Joe has been boots on the ground. Peter Guns. Okay, I know Remy. I think Remy was involved. Okay, so okay, y'all say it's on Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up right quick so we can see what Cardi had to say, because a lot of y'all like to do that. Somebody wants to do something good and y'all start looking for all of the people who aren't doing something good. It is just like, you know, go find something else to do with your time besides trying to point out, oh, this person did something, but this person didn't. Like, shut the fuck up. Just be happy that there's somebody out there willing to help other people instead of trying to point out what somebody else ain't doing, like you doing some shit. People work on my nerves. Here go Cardi. Hold up. Let me shut my screen with y'all so y'all can see what Cardi said.
Wow. I have a killer headache, so I'm gonna just leave it short, not very long. I'll let you guys know, guys. I have a killer headache, so I'm gonna just leave it short and have a very long day. But I just want to let you guys know that there are a lot of New York radio stations that are doing a lot for this fire that happened in the Bronx, like Power 105.1 and Hot 97. And there is a lot of artists that have been fundraising and have been doing a lot of charity work, because not only are the people family with deceased family members that are going through a lot, also the tenants that was in the building. You know, right now the city and the mayor are looking for to place them. You know, a lot of them lost a lot of their things and their homes. And there's a lot of artists like Fat Joe, Ma, Dream Doll, Brooklyn Johnny, Hot 97, Power 1051, that they have been doing so much great things for these people that have lost so
Mm-hmm.
much. I want to say just because the funeral has been paid for, there's a lot of things that you guys could do to help these people. You know, there was a lot of tenants, like I said, that have lost everything, that don't have a home right now. And of course, the family that lost family members, they are going through a very hard time. And the funeral is just one of the things that they need help with. So if you guys check out Power 1051, Hot 97, and these artists that I have mentioned, they are doing a lot of things to help the families out. And thank you. You also could be part of the cause. Okay.
All right. So that's enough. Thank you so much for that, Cardi. Okay. And listen, I appreciated her for not only helping herself, but then pointing out that, okay, other people help too. And I feel like that's another thing about Cardi. Like, I ain't about to take all of the, I'm not going to get everybody on me saying I'm the only one that was doing something. No, they got a whole bunch of people out here that's helping and doing something. And I love the fact that she also wanted to point that out regardless of how she was feeling in the moment, because you could tell she wasn't really feeling good. So yeah, once again, shout out to the girl. Shout out to the girl. All right, let's move on, y'all. Let's talk about Amaretto the Great. Bitch, if you don't know about Amaretto the Great, I feel sorry for you. Okay, listen. All right, Amaretto the Great was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this past season. It was trash. The season was trash, but we met Amaretto. I had seen Amaretto online before the show because Amaretto is extremely beautiful. Okay, like this picture does not do her justice. Like Amaretto is gorgeous. Okay, and then Amaretto's a really great rapper. Okay, like really great rapper, really dope. I honestly feel like, why am I not hearing more about her music at this point? The rest of the girls are out here winning. Dream Doll, who was one of the people that obviously gave with the fire and everything, she's been doing really well. Also talked about how she got some of her ass shit removed and all of that. But ultimately been rapping and doing good. And y'all know we didn't like Dream Doll from when she was on the Bad Girls Club. Now we didn't like her because she was terrible, So it took her a long time to make us like her. And her shit is popping. So I'm trying to understand what's going on with Amaretto the Great, who I feel like is more talented than like a lot of the girls that I see out there popping right now. Okay, not none of my faves. You know what I'm saying? You close, but you gotta make hits in order to be close up there with my faves. Okay. Shout out to Meg and Dosha, Nicki and Cardi. Shout out to them, okay? Because those are my faves. But yes. I don't know who the nigga is. I don't know. Let me read, because I don't know. This is my first time. I just know that I saw it on Instagram and I was like, do I want to talk about how dumb this looks? Do I want to talk about the redundance of getting the same nigga's name tattooed on you 6 times? I don't know. Maybe some of you young girls need to hear how dumb this is. So let's talk about it. Oh, let's talk about it. Burn holes in my shit. Anyway. Amaretto the Great, okay, real name Amaria Williams, is trending after showing just how much she loves her man. The 25-year-old rapper recently showed her fans a photo of the 6 tattoos of her incarcerated boyfriend, Tabyron Smith. So she got Tabyron on her chest, Tabyron on her neck. She got the initials on her wrist. She got Tabyron on the other side of her wrist. She got Tabyron on the front of her waist, on her hip. And she got Tabyron on her back like a tramp stamp in big ass letters, as if that's necessary. Okay. Her prison babe was sentenced to 27 years in prison for allegedly robbing multiple Asian businesses. Ain't that some shit, y'all? We was just talking about this shit, okay? First of all, I feel like 27 years is too much. Did he kill somebody? Because if he didn't kill anybody, I don't understand why he's going to jail for 27 years for robbery. That's way too much time. Anyway, Amaretto became widely known after becoming a member of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's 10th season. The rapper made waves on social media during the show after stating her decision to hold her boyfriend down for the rest of his sentence. Fans of Amaretto were already against the rapper's decision to wait 20 plus years for her boyfriend's release. The latest news of Amaretto's multi-tattoo tribute to the prisoner has gotten the same response, with many fans wondering why she needed to get his name tattooed on her body so many times. And I mean, there are so many tweets, okay? So many comments. Amaretto responds to her fans' opinions with 3 posts to her Instagram story. Not even finna read these comments, okay? She sends screenshots of her first conversation with her longtime boyfriend, showing that the two have been associated with each other since 2010, making their bond too close for her to leave him during his girl. Baby, we so locked in. Don't worry about us, because he said, "Hey, sexy," in July of 2010. Along with another post of their conversation in 2012. The shit don't stop. How long y'all gonna be mad? And it's just text messages of them talking. Baby, yes. Where your phone at? Right here. Pick it up and text. Text me. We the last 4 digits. 6331. I knew that. I know. I don't know what any of that means. Okay, so Amaretto, let's talk, my love. Let's talk. Now that I've given y'all this information, let's have a conversation about this. The reason why I wanted to talk about this in the first place is not only because I think it is ridiculous for this young woman to mark up her body 6 times with the same nigga's name. It's just stupid. Also because everybody knows that you could love a nigga in 20 years. You could. In 27 years, you could still love him. But he will still have been in jail for 27 years. Are you going to go for the next 27 years without sleeping with anybody else? Are you going to go through the next 27 years of your life not having any love? 30 years. So that's 30 years of your life without any real love, without, any real outside companionship, from what we understand, okay? For 30 years. So you're 25 right now. So you're going to waste 20s, 30s, 40s into your 50s, right? Possibly. Because he could possibly not spend that much time in jail. But you're going to spend your 20s, your 30s, your 40s into your 50s waiting on a man to get out of jail after 27 years. Okay, so when he gets out of jail, then what? Y'all going to have he is going to have to reacclimate to regular life. He is going to then realize that he spent 30 years of his young life in jail. And while he loves you and wants to break your back as soon as he gets out of jail, that does not mean that he's not going to want to fuck other women, because he spent 30 years of his life in jail not fucking anybody. So if you think he's going to want to spend the remainder of that 30 years only fucking you, Amaretto, you're going to get your feelings hurt. And you're going to be looking at your body and your neck with this man's name tattooed on you 6 times in 30 years. So those tattoos will then look bad. And then on top of that, he will come home and probably not be what you need for him to be. So I want to ask you a question. You waiting on the line 30 years for a nigga in jail, how is that any different than your mom basically putting her kids' feelings to the side for a nigga? How is that any different? How is that any different? Let me know. Because I know you're going to say, oh, I'm not going to put a man before my kids. But what you need to understand is women are always so ready to make all of these sacrifices and not allow anybody to play with their kids. But when it comes to them, they allow it. And that's a problem. If your mother had more self-esteem, she may have chosen a better man and not allowed somebody to come into your household and cause disruption, okay? And disruption in a large way. From what I understand about what you said, he abused you. He abused her, okay? She's 25. She's 25. 25, too old to think that this is a reasonable request to stay up for 27 years. And listen, the way old girls stay up, they put money on your books, but they still go. If you're going to Monica the shit, by all means, do that. Monica the shit. Do that for us, okay? Still go and have kids, still go and marry people, and just keep sending money in commissary and talking to him and making sure he got what he need when he needed. We're cool with that. But see, all of this is giving, I am going to give a man that cannot give me anything more of myself than I would give to myself. Monica not smart either, but Monica didn't stop her life, is what I mean. Monica still went on to be with other men. Monica still went on to have children. Monica still went on to be successful musically. Like, Monica didn't let anything stop her life, even though she's still, in love with a nigga in jail. Okay? But it still sounds better to me than I'm going to wait 27 years for a nigga to get out of jail that I've been in love with since I was 15. That shit is cute and all that. There are niggas I know. Look, bitch, I can give you a nigga that I had been fucking with since I was 6. Okay? I can give you somebody I went far, far back with. Does that mean we were supposed to be in a relationship? I think not. Does that mean I was supposed to wait 27 years for this nigga? No. What are you talking about? Having a bond with somebody, having history with somebody does not mean you give up the future for them. That's irrational. And you sound like your mom. And I want you to dissect that, because when she was on the show, one of the main things was that the relationship she had with her mom was fucked up because of her mom choosing that man over her. You may not have any children, but you are choosing this man over the rest of your life. Just saying. April, thank you for the super chat. This is so discouraging because the female prison visitation rooms be empty because they can't hold you down like you do them. Thank you, April. Thank you for all of that. This ain't the way, Amaretto. Just so you know, honey, you are absolutely repeating cycles. If anything, what perfect would look like for you right now is to be out here living like a young woman, working on your career, pushing your music forward, having different relationships with people, and never allowing any of those relationships to curtail you from doing what you want to do for your career. But you telling me that you want to hold a nigga down for 27 years. That don't sound smart. That doesn't sound like something anybody should do. And I also feel like, I don't know why you are giving that amount of loyalty to a nigga who would not be able to give you that same amount of loyalty. I promise you, if the shoe was on the other foot, that nigga would be out here living his best life, dick in everybody, while writing you letters and being on the phone with you. He'll have a bitch sucking his dick and be on the phone with you. But go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Do what you're going to do. Be like your mama, because that's exactly what you're going to do. But I'm going to let you go ahead. All right, y'all. So let's move on from there, y'all. Let's talk about Porsha. Let's talk about Porsha. Let's talk about Porsha. Let's talk about Porsha. Before we talk about Porsha, though, y'all, I need y'all to like the video for me. Okay, you guys. So Porsha is out here flossing. Okay, flossing in the new Rolls Royce that her fiance Simon Guobadia, aka Dennis' daddy, then bought for her. Okay, she was styling and profiling. She was happy. You could see all 137 of her teeth. Okay, talking about the only way you win is if I quit. Okay, she's super duper excited that he bought her this car, girl. They all on the car, hugging and kissing and shit. All right, acting like Simon cute. Okay, Simon also took to the internet and posted his and hers, which is his and hers. And I feel like Rolls Royce is starting to look like McDonald's when it comes to franchises. Like, can y'all explain to me why every time you turn around, somebody in Atlanta is pulling up in a Rolls Royce? What is that about? What is that about? I just feel like it's a bandwagon thing. Like, y'all don't like no other cars? Okay. Octavia Williams, thank you for the super chat. She needs to ask Cardi why her last relationship didn't work. Okay, child. We were so glad when she let that shit go. And look what was looking up for her. He might have cheated, but Offset was absolutely the upgrade that life needed. Okay. Lada LaShae, thank you for the super chat. Ooh, child, get done with a dreaded Zoom meeting to a treat of a Bondy Live. Hey, my love, thank you for coming in and thank you for the super chat. It's giving YouTube couple. It is. Listen, it's giving renting and leasing. It's giving we don't own, okay? But either way, y'all see how excited she is to get this car, right? Y'all see? Okay. Well, here's another picture of Fallon Gubadia with her Rolls Royce. Okay. Her same Rolls Royce, same color interior. I'm like, you can't get these things like specially made so it wouldn't look like you was giving your old lady the same car you gave your ex-wife. Okay. This is Fallon from 2018. Okay. It may not be the same car, bitch, but it's the same make, model, and interior color. Okay. And then Simon was like, oh, it's not the same. Like, we know it's not the same car, Simon. We're not stupid. We know it's not the same exact car. But what we do know is you bought her the same car. So you're not even thinking, to me, is orange Portia's favorite color? Because I feel like you could have got that interior color changed. If you got money like that, I need this whole custom. Okay? Custom. He gonna come out and say, nice try, folks. Hold up. Sorry. Nice try, folks. I've owned that two-door Rolls Royce Dawn since 2018, and it's still in my garage to this day. Love the pettiness, though. Sir, you're not saying anything to us. You're not saying anything to us. This all looks like fake fugazi ass flossing to make us feel like everything's good over here when everything's crashing and burning on social media. Porsha, what's going on with your career, my girl? Are you going to be able to afford the lease on this car? Because you quit all your jobs, and even though your show did better ratings, it still got cut short. So we don't think your show is coming back. So what you gonna do, bitch? Because right now it's looking real up in the air. It's looking real confused. It's looking like a real waste of our time. Okay, it's looking real. We scam. Okay, scams are us. Okay, I'm not featuring it. It's amazing. Oh, look at us. We're so happy because I have a car. Bitch, you're rich. I can't stand when hoes get like, okay, I'm not going to say I can't stand when hoes get excited when they nigga buy them something that they can buy themselves, because if Lyric ever buys me anything that I can buy myself, I'm still going to be excited about it. You know why? Because I didn't buy it. So that's not what I mean. What I mean is I don't like when when Porsha posts shit like this to make it seem as if, oh, it's all good, but you end up making yourself look stupid because it's the exact same car that he gave Fallon. It's the same color. He couldn't switch nothing up when he gave it to you so that it can seem more personal than recycling gifts he's given to past bitches. Like, rich bitch shit is a pure rose quartz tub. I agree. I'm disappointed in her blowing her life up like this. Be with him if you want, but why stop all your bags prematurely? Porsha is chaotic. Porsha. Never agree with Porsha quitting all her income stream. Nobody did, but we can't say nothing. We don't know that lady. She gonna do whatever the fuck she wanna do, and then she gonna make us watch it. She really copying Fallon's whole life, which is weird as fuck. Porsha. You know what's sad though, y'all, is that I really do think that as much as Porsha pretends like she thinks she the shit, if Porsha really felt like she was the shit like other people see her for real, she would not continue to make these types of mistakes. She would not continue to be delusional the way she is. It's sad. He definitely gonna give his next fiance a Rolls Royce. Everybody gets a Rolls Royce when you fucking with Dennis' daddy. Okay, so let's move on from there, y'all, because that's not the last thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about. This is not the last thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. Where is my graphic? See, this is what I be talking about, y'all. I had a whole graphic up here, but you know what? Do y'all want to hear me talk about Britney Spears? Comment down below and let me know, do y'all want to hear me talk about Britney Spears? Because I haven't talked about any of Britney Spears' tea, and that's because it's just chaotic and all over the fucking place, to be honest with y'all. And also, like, I find myself not being as interested. Like, okay, the white girls is fighting. You know what I'm saying? But I did think it was interesting to see her and her sister fighting online. But y'all let me know, do y'all want me to talk about it? Y'all do want me? Y'all, okay, some of y'all not really, but some of y'all do. I see more yeses than no's, so I'll talk about it after this. Thank you, Nola Reeves, for coming through and for the super chat. Same script, different cast by Whitney Houston, bitch, okay? Yes, this Project Pigeon didn't even know to be offended by getting a gift that was given to the lad. Like, same script, different path. I miss Whitney. Oh my God. Okay, hold up, y'all. Give me a second because I need to make the graphic because I thought I made it and I did not. Okay, so let me go ahead and make some adjustments. You guys comment down below and tell me, what do y'all think of Brittany Renner? Because that's what we're about to talk about. Brittany Renner is going to be on DJ Academic's podcast, and they released a teaser of the podcast. And apparently it's an episode of her getting into Fresh and Fit's ass. And I'm just kind of like, why are we doing this on DJ Academic's page? Like, I'm just very like, that's how you know DJ Academics is all about getting a check and getting attention to his platform, because he's going to have Brittany Renner to read them niggas down because he knows that it is going to be a good pull for his podcast, even though it goes against what his rhetoric is. His rhetoric is very much in line with the shit that Fresh and Fit over there talking about. Ain't nothing fresh and fit about them, but they over there, talking about all of this crazy shit that they like to talk about. Y'all know they hate women's, okay? They hate the women's, girl. Brittany going off on everyone. I'm enjoying it. I honestly, listen, you can say she's a bird, but there is something very smart that I am noticing about her. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, the clip, I'm about to play the clip for y'all. I'm not going to play the video. I'm going to play the audio because I don't need those types of stress trouble just in case people want to come at me with the bullshit. But I just want to say that I so enjoyed this little clip, but I do not want to give DJ Academics, I don't want to give him a view. I don't want to give him a view to his podcast because I don't like what he does. So I don't want to support that. But I also want to hear how she gonna tear into that ass. So we'll see. Let me go ahead and pull up this video for y'all. We're gonna hear what Brittany had said to the Fresh and Fit.
About girls like me.
Hold on, let me start over.
That you warn guys about girls like me, so tell me about girls like me.
Tell me about girls like me.
Women in general. Like, I mean,
don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here that you did say that you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
You're not special. You're like other girls.
Oh,
I'm not special.
Like, you're like other women that are.
So what makes you special then?
Let us know. Oh, you don't want to answer that? You never said you were special?
Girls that they're not special.
Okay.
How does that make you feel?
Come on, Brittany. Ask them.
I know everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does it make you feel? Because if I say you're a bitch ass nigga, that does something for me.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. It feels good.
Or if I tell you you're not special.
That felt good.
What does that do for me? No, but that doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying, what if I call you? If I just say that again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup. The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it. Right? That's how I feel. Right. But so.
And that was it. So DJ Academics posted that and said that it is dropping. Oh, wait, no, that was yesterday. He said it was dropping. So it is out. It's out now. Okay. I don't want to give him the view, but I'm waiting on folks to post more clips from it, because if she went in further, I want to know about it. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her, continue to drag. If you don't know, you guys, Brittany Renner is known primarily for getting pregnant by a basketball player and telling people online that, hey, all you city girls out there, if you're trying to get your bag up, go and hop on all these dumbass basketball players' dicks because they don't like to wear condoms, and you can get you a baby real quick and fast and get you a check. She got online in her car and told y'all that, and everybody got mad at her about it. And I was just kind of like, I don't know what y'all mad about. I mean, Obviously, homegirl got some shit with her. Like, you may not want to be her friend, but I'm not mad. Like, if you can get tricked when somebody telling you what they on, then it ain't a trick. Like, you just being stupid. So it is what it is. Octavia Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. He know it'll bring more women if she checking them. Yeah, but we're not gonna stay. We're not gonna stay. So that's why I don't want to watch it. Listen. What is monoracial black women just need to sit on the sideline and laugh? Like, I don't know what monoracial means. Oh, you mean if it, black by itself, like monoracial, like, so just black girl, right? Basically, when I say regular black girls and everybody gets offended, like I'm not a regular black girl, I mean, I ain't mixed with nothing. It's not modified or altered. Okay. It is two black parents. It's not a black and a white. It's not a black and an Asian. It's not a black and a Mexican. It's a black and a black. Okay. Regular black girl. Okay. But that's not to mean that we are not special, because we are. Okay. Listen, if genetically, you're the bee's knees, bitch. Deal with it. Okay. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. I don't feel like it's that I don't think we should be separating ourselves from Brittany Renner in this moment. I'll say that. As a woman, I am not looking at it at, a biracial woman is about to go and check them. I'm looking at it as a woman who they wish they can fuck, who they try to play with, has come into their face and got in their ass. And at the end of the day, I don't care whether the woman was biracial, black, white, Asian. Like, I don't care who it was. But I know that Brittany Renner has been floating around in this manosphere. Like, I saw her hanging with Kevin Samuels at one point. I was like, the fuck is that? And now she's on DJ Academic's podcast having a conversation with the ignorant ass Fresh and Fit that can't even formulate a sentence to answer her very simple questions. So I just think it's funny, because this is the thing. People always think that when a woman is a bird, it's because, she's out here hoeing. But I need y'all to understand the difference between somebody like Brittany Renner and Ariana Curry. You see what I'm saying? One person was willing to forfeit everything over some dick, and then still proceeds to get online and say shit that's just nonsensical. Then you got Brittany Renner that let y'all know off rip, I'm about my paper, and if these niggas slipping up, then I'm gonna get my paper off the niggas slipping up. And then she proceeds to use it to build a career in social media. And I mean in this way now, where it's not just pictures and body, it's commentary, it's, talking shit to people. She's gonna eventually have her own podcast. She's eventually going to have her own podcast. So I want y'all to understand, just from what she said in that interview, matter of fact, let me go back and play the moment that I realized, this bitch is smarter than we thought. And I don't like to discount women because they, they out here acting like a hoe, which is using a baby for a check. Anytime that you're using your sex to get paid, or anytime you're using your pussy to, upgrade your money, it's considered in some way, shape, or fashion some hoe shit, okay? Which there are levels to this shit, so that's not necessarily always a bad thing, okay? I'm not a judgy ass bitch. I personally feel like women should use every advantage that they have in this life to make sure that they have a good life, because otherwise, what is the alternative? I'm supposed to not use my looks and the attraction that these niggas have to me? If the people who have the power are attracted to me, it would be stupid for me not to use their attraction to me to also gain power. Like, I to me, even though it's not the way I, want to handle my shit, at the end of the day, like, that's smart. Like, it's smart. Okay. And I don't ever fault women when they do that. Niggas say Corinne Steffens evolved for sure. Hold up, let me.
Tell me about girls like me.
Just women in general. Like, I mean,
well, no, don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here that you did say that you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face,
talk that shit.
What kind of girl am I?
He can't even answer.
Like other girls.
I'm
not special. That was him trying to do what he always does, which is demean women who are getting in his ass.
Special. Like, you're like other women that are.
So what makes you special then?
Okay. I like that. See, this moment right here is when somebody's trying to play in your face, and instead of getting mad, you turn it on them and keep it calm. And this is what she did.
I never said I was.
What do you gain from telling girls that they're not special?
That moment right there. That moment right there. When she says, what do you get out of telling girls they aren't special? Because when I tell you, you a bitch ass nigga, that makes me feel good. So she's basically saying you get off on dragging women. It's not just that you're pointing out these instances where women aren't being held accountable and all of this shit that y'all talk. It's not just that. It's that you actually look forward to talking shit about women because you hate women. So demeaning them and disrespecting them on your podcast, whether they're in front of you or whether you're just speaking to Black women or women, period. Because it's not just Black women, it's all women. Men like that, like him, y'all, they don't like any women. Okay. And they use Black women because they know that people are going to come and defend Black women, but nobody's going to shut them down. They can't talk that shit about and frame it about white girls. They can't say white girls. They can't do that. But they don't like women, period. So if I was a white woman and I thought that these niggas was trying to make it seem like they thought I was better than a Black girl, I wouldn't be running to be in a relationship with them at all, because they're eventually going to show those negative attributes towards you whenever you're doing something that they don't like. And that will eventually happen, because nobody does anything that everybody likes all the time, no matter how much they love them. No matter how much they like them, y'all at some point going to have a conflict. And when y'all get into that conflict, because these niggas are bitch ass, they're going to handle that conflict in a bitch ass way. Okay? So when she turns around and asks him why, what do you get out of talking to women like that? That is when you realize you're working with somebody that is smarter than the average fifth grader, because she was able to basically bring all of what these niggas be talking and turn it right back around on them with one question. What do you get out of telling women they're not special? I appreciated her. I appreciated her, and I'm honestly looking forward to someone else talking about it or posting clips of it somewhere else, so I don't have to give DJ Academics a view. But yeah, Brittany Renner, thank you. We appreciate your energy, sis. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the last topic, which is Britney Spears and her sister girl. And I'm about to read this story to y'all straight up off of CNN, okay? Because I know a lot of y'all like to come in my comments and tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, as if I'm not reading articles straight off the internet to y'all. Child, you Nicki fans, boy. But a lot of y'all can't be in these comments because this is subscriber only chat. Bitch ass motherfuckers. I've been blocking people all morning. I ain't even gonna argue with y'all no more. I'm gonna block your stupid ass. Like the other day, I was in a mood to argue with people. I'm not in that mood today. This morning, I woke up and was about to comment back to somebody who said that I was wrong when I said something, when I was talking about the Jennifer and Nicki case or whatever. And I would, just say you hate Nicki. Right. Yeah, because that's what it is. That's why I listen to her music and follow her and like her pictures and, support her when she puts out music and albums and stream them and listen to them and know all the words, because I hate her. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, I had to just go through and block some of those people. They were in there talking mad shit. They were commenting and commenting and commenting. And I know they thought that they was going to get a reaction from me, but no, they just got blocked. They just got blocked. That's the space we're in today. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow it could be different. Who knows? But ultimately, you guys, Britney Spears, let's get into it. This is from CNN. I'm going to say that again. For anybody that wants to dispute whatever I've said, yell at CNN. Okay? So the public feud between Britney Spears and her sister Jamie Lynn Spears is far from over. Spears' lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, sent a legal cease and desist letter to the singer's younger sister on Tuesday regarding her new memoir, Things I Should Have Said. In Rosengart's letter, he calls the book ill-timed and that it makes misleading or outrageous claims about her. Although Jamie Lynn Spears has recently said that the book is not about her sister, Rosengart wrote, "She takes you at your word, and we therefore demand that you cease and desist from referencing Britney derogatorily during your promotional campaign. If you fail to do so or defame her, Britney will be forced to consider and take all appropriate legal action. In her book, she describes her sister's behavior growing up at times as paranoid and erratic. But the Grammy winner has taken to social media multiple times over the last week to take issue with her sister's recollection. Writing on Instagram this week, Jamie Lynn, I wasn't strong enough to do what should have been done. Slapped you and mama right across your fucking faces. Okay, that's what Britney wanted to do. In a recent interview while promoting her book on Good Morning America, Jamie Lynn Spears said, I've always been my sister's biggest supporter. She always said that she had nothing to do with her sister's 13-year conservatorship, which was terminated late last year. When she needed help, I set up ways to do so. Went out of my way to make sure that she had the contacts she needed to possibly go ahead and end this conservatorship. And just end this all for our family. If it's going to cause this much discord, why continue it? I even spoke to her legal team, her previous legal team, that did not end well in my favor, adding, I did not take the steps to help. How many times can I take the steps without she has to walk through the door, basically? Okay. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't know the most about this situation, but Brittany, I do feel like you shouldn't have been on conservatorship, and I really hope that things are put in place for you to, still retain your wealth, because I think it would be a travesty for you to lose it all. But at the same time, my girl, I recently saw pictures of you naked on the internet that you posted yourself. I just saw that recently. I just saw that. And so I feel like even though Jamie Lynn may be benefiting from this situation by using it in her book and putting her book out right as your conservatorship is over, so people are so interested in the issue, it all seems like you're trying to, profit off of your sister's back for sure. But at the same time, Brittany, can you really be upset that your sister said you were erratic? Bitch, you acting erratic on Instagram right now. What are you talking about? Brittany response gave today, I got time, cuz vibes. Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat. It sure did. It sure did. Okay. So it says Jamie Lynn Spears doubled down on the claims that she tried to help Britney Spears out of her conservatorship. Jamie Lynn also named their mom, Lynn Spears, as the one who was pushing for the conservatorship to continue during an interview with Alex Cooper for the podcast Call Her Daddy. Jamie Lynn told Cooper that she had given Britney advice on how to get out of the conservatorship multiple times and read a text message from herself to Britney dated November 2020. During this time, Jamie Lynn claimed that Britney's lawyer, Sam Ingham, was misrepresenting the pop star and was creating more reasons to stay in court. Jamie Lynn stopped speaking to Lynn in order to show Britney how committed she was to supporting her sister. That was a really hard time, because I wanted to stop inserting because I wanted her to stop inserting herself in the conservatorship. I didn't understand why we were bringing more people into the conservatorship as opposed to taking them out. I don't know, but I didn't speak to her, and I thought that maybe that too, it just jumped. That too would show Britney how committed I was to her. If she had an issue with Lynn, I wanted to be there, I guess. Okay, so Britney is saying, bitch, you was playing in my face. Okay. And Jamie is claiming that she was just trying to be there for her sister. Okay, but let me go ahead and go to my Instagram so I can find this post that Britney posted. Child, I really want Britney to stop posting all of these weird looking I just kind of feel like a lot of her posts are her just looking unhealthy as a motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but it don't always be looking right. It don't always be looking together. The dark circles under the eyes. And I mean, it's probably because she just don't have any makeup on or something. I don't know, girl, but it just be looking sad to me sometimes. It really looks sad to me sometimes when I see Britney Spears, just out or whatever, taking these pictures of herself on social media, and she just looks like, oh, I finally get to just post, random weird shit to my timeline. Pictures of me naked. Pictures of me looking crazy. Video of me dancing off key. Okay. Video of me doing the cheerleading arms. Okay. Like, just a lot of shit goings on. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Former FBI agent colludes father Jamie Spears surveilled Britney Spears' bathroom. I heard that shit, y'all. Did y'all hear about that? That her dad apparently had cameras around her bathroom or some shit like that. Did y'all hear about that? Y'all, the story continues to just get weirder and weirder and weirder, and I'm just over it at the end of the day. Child, y'all know what's so funny is that I'm starting to feel like Ari Fletcher is paying the blogs to post her every day, because I see them post stories about her and nobody cares, but they just keep posting them. All right, here it is. Okay. This is what Britney Spears said on Instagram. I flew home to Jamie Lynn on the couch watching her TV shows right after Justin and I broke up. I was a ghost there. I had worked my whole life and I didn't know how to be served by mama. Sit there and get served the chocolate milkshakes with the perfectly crushed ice, with the secret chunky sugar. Meanwhile, Jamie Lynn is 12. She indulges with the TV for hours, then goes to lay out on a raft at the pool. I'm in shock because this was never my life. Justin's family was all I knew for many years. Things were different now, and Jamie Lynn had a new Nickelodeon show. All I remember saying was, damn, how the hell does a 12-year-old land a Nickelodeon show? Well, I never got my iced chocolate drink. I mean, yeah, I'm grown up, right? But then maybe I might need a little support. It was a People magazine cover. The People show up, and as Jamie Lynn says, I was scared. Fuck yeah. My mama was on pain medication and could barely hold a conversation in the house because her and my dad split, and she was more messed up than anything. I remember her sitting on the floor in a conversation, and she never got up. And I'm sorry, Jamie Lynn. I wasn't strong enough to do what should have been done. Slapped you and mama right across your fucking faces. Okay, so that was the long message of what she was trying to say. And I'm guessing that what she was trying to say in that incoherent message was that her sister was only really popping because of her. She had not really spent a lot of time with her sister because she was working. And when she finally came back, her sister's popping on Nickelodeon. She broke up with Justin. She's in a fog. Her mom's in a fog. Everybody's just fucked up and there are no adults around. Okay. But I still feel like Jamie should be able to say whatever Jamie wants to say in her book about her experience of you, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. And I also feel like I hope Britney is getting therapy. I hope Britney is doing what she needs to make sure she's mentally stable, for real, like doctors you can trust that are not trying to just, use you for your fucking money. But to me, I just kind of feel like Britney is still going through it, and I can never decipher whether what she is saying or doing is Britney in her right mind or Britney having some other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me, you guys. Okay. I think Jamie may be using that to add legitimacy to her claims in the book. Yeah, she's getting the help she needs. Good. I'm glad. I would really love for her to get off social media for a while, though, just until she can collect herself, because I think this just only adds more confusion. These stories come out every few hours about Britney Spears, y'all. Every few hours. Britney's parents failed all the kids. It seems that way. Jamie Lynn was 12. Why is she holding on to that time? That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about Jamie Lynn at 12 for? Unless you're just trying to make it known that the only reason she was able to be successful at all was because of you, and then she was a little brat. That's what it sounded like she was saying. Like, that's why she was saying she should have slapped the shit out of her. She lying. She was stealing money from Britney's sons. Judah's husband is getting money off Britney. And when the daddy got sick, Judah's Lynn took over the conservatorship. Oh, so y'all are saying that Jamie took over her sister's conservatorship when the daddy got sick and was stealing money from her and Britney's sons. Okay, gotcha. Y'all know I don't be on Britney Spears shit like that, so I don't know. Don PV, thank you so much for the super chat. The family is wrong. Don't be so sure before people become stars. Their family makes them the center of attention, which does them a disservice. Absolutely. And it almost seemed like you wanted the attention to be on you when you got home, as if you weren't an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanted to come home to your people and have them treat you like a child, and you forgot that everybody had their own shit going on. while you was out there with Justin and his family. Social media may be one of Britney's few social connections. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. She should only use social media to promote her music. Anything she does will be misconstrued. Yes, it will. And a lot of it looks weird, and we don't know if, we just don't know what we're getting in the moment. Fine if Jamie want to talk and can legally do so, fine, but she needs to accept that Britney may never forgive her over this. I think she's accepted it, to be honest. I feel like it's water under the bridge at this point. You're pretending like you care about her and you're on the right side of this, when the truth of the matter is, Jamie, you probably been raised to only really care about yourself, and maybe to use Britney as somebody that you can, continue to get fame off of. Amazing, thank you for the super chat. I think what Britney's parents were trying to do was valid, but the way they did it was wrong. Whenever Britney gets the opportunity to make her own decisions, they end up terribly wrong. Jay Jersey, thank you for the super chat. When Britney signed her first big record deal, Britney's parents took the check to pay the older brother's legal fees. I think there have been a lot of mistakes made by everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a long, long story of parents using their child's fame to take advantage of them, take advantage of, what Britney was able to acquire for the family, because they probably was a regular poor ass Louisiana family before Britney blew up. Jamie Lynn was jealous of the fame, but Britney was probably jealous. It looked like Jamie Lynn got to have a childhood. Yes, Maxwell, that does sound right. That does sound like you were jealous of your little sister because she was able to have a childhood and then still get the Nickelodeon show off your back. Not supporting the dad for keeping Britney in the conservatorship, but he did build her financial portfolio, not dwindle it down. That's another thing. That's another thing that I would hear throughout the years, is that even though he was trying to control her, he didn't take from her in that way. But I feel like a lot of what they were doing was way too much for me. Way too much for me. The conservatorship, all of that, way too much. Maybe if they'd been better parents, Britney wouldn't have issues making her own decisions. Okay. Tia, Tamara, Beyonce, and Solange didn't have these problems. It is the parents' fault. I like the way you just named Black people. Okay, listen. That's because middle class Black people are not playing about their kids. Okay, they're not gonna just have y'all out here like that all the time. The parents should have gotten them counseling like the Knowles. And I'm trying to remind y'all that y'all are comparing two different classes of people. I know y'all are confused because white people are considered to be better than Black people, but the Spears was probably some broke ass country white people. There's a lot of ignorance in that. Beyonce's people were upper middle class Black people. There's a difference in mindset. Understand? Exactly. Lindsay Lohan, another one that you give white trash money, and that's no disrespect, but that's what they that's their trailer park. Sorry. Okay, that's where it's at. No, you couldn't use Miley Cyrus as an example because Miley Cyrus was not living in a trailer park before she blew up. Her daddy was already rich. Okay, she was already upper class when she became who she was, which is the difference between poor, ignorant people getting money and then, handling the money well, but not knowing how to handle having a child that's now famous and being a provider for the family. Amanda Bynes, Nick and Aaron Carter, there are a bunch of them. There are a bunch of them. And that's because the parents were never really that good of parents in the first place. But you're not going to say people don't love their kids, but they be ignorant and then just don't have an understanding of the things they need to have an understanding for to protect the mental of the children when they're in this industry. Because, we could say the same thing about the Jacksons. Just saying. Yes, indeed. Britney was paid out of the nose, and I was still walking around barefoot in public bathrooms. Protecting your adult child from making life mistakes is ridiculous. Stop with the infantilization, child. Also, Britney had postpartum. Yeah, and I also feel like adults go through mental health crises. It doesn't mean that they can't be in charge of their lives. That's another thing. The Olsen twins, child, listen, they may have kept their money, but we be worried about them. Drew Barrymore was emancipated at 16. So y'all know, a lot of the times, these parents that put all of their eggs in their kids' baskets, not a good look, girl. Not a good look. Also, y'all, okay, listen, I'm done talking about this. I'm thinking about doing a season review for the most recent season of the game. I don't know yet. I'm just throwing it out there because I finished watching it and it was good. The whole season was good. 10 episodes on Paramount Plus. So I am thinking about doing like a full season recap of it. Maybe I'll do it on a podcast. I don't know. But either way, that's all I got to say. You don't see them no more because they're rich and then, doing drugs somewhere, child. Who knows? They don't never look that healthy though. Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through today. Please come and join me right after this for Scripted TV. We're going to be talking about queens, sisters, and our kind of people. Our kind of people is really, really good. So anyway, y'all, come back. I'm going to go make me another cup of coffee, and I will be back in a jiff. Peace out, y'all.